I want to talk Delaware basketball. So you were basketball player of the year?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I was.
Hey, he's not trying to flex, but you know.
Averaged 13-8, state champ.
Okay, but 13-8 isn't that like?
I'm trying to figure out
Hey, bro.
how you won it. Like,
All right.
was it earned? Do you believe it was earned?
Put it this way.
Please.
I was not the best player in the state, and I was not the best player on our team.
Okay.
My high school basketball teammate's Donte DiVincenzo, who plays for the Wolves.
Correct. That's my next
Timberwolves now.
question.
Yeah, and he was way better than I am. I think it was more of a career achievement award because it was my senior year and he was a junior. Oh, we won the state championship.
You know what?
Okay,
So I think there was a little bit of like, hey, we know Dante's going to get it next year. Like, let's send him out on a high note.
You got me bent out of shape.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bent Outta Shape. We are your hosts, Anthony Barr.
I'm Eric Kendricks, and we have a special guest today.
The specialist.
One of our good friends. One of the best people I've ever played with.
And that's highlighted by his new contract.
What's the contract?
It is $96 million through 2030. This is Brian B.O. O'Neal. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's up, boys?
How we
Thanks
doing?
for having me. Great.
Man, thank you for joining us.
Are you a little nervous or no?
For this or for practice? Because I'm nervous for both.
Respectable.
The nerves don't go
Respectable.
away for practice.
Respectable.
That's awesome.
That's so true,
That's
man.
awesome. But congratulations on your new deal. We're thrilled for you that you'll remain a Viking. It seems like the place you enjoy being. Talk us through the contract a little bit, and maybe what are we eyeing? Like, what's our first purchase? I know you made your money, but now you've made even more money. So what are we copping? What are we buying?
I don't know. There's not really anything that's like on the list of like things to buy. I did just buy a truck, an
OBS?
old truck, OBS 95.
Let's
OBS,
talk about that a little. Give me some more information. I'm not a big car guy. Explain that to me.
So like 2 years ago, I started looking on Bring a Trailer for like old trucks, and I was like, I want one. But I was like, I don't know, whatever. The best one I ever saw was in the first 10 minutes of looking on Bring a
That's how.
Trailer.
Hey, sometimes it works like that.
And I was like, bro, I just looked for 10 minutes. Like, I'm not just going to buy this one. If that one came up in 10 minutes, like, I'm going to be good. And for 2 years, I looked for, like, the one I wanted, and it never came up. And I was like, all right, after 2 years, like, if I really still want this, like, I'm getting it. So I went to a dealership in New Jersey, tried a few out, and ended up getting one.
What color?
It's like eggshell white, like off-white.
Does it have like a little nice little lift kit on it?
Yeah, it's about, I think it's got 4 inches on it.
Okay, tastefully modded.
Yeah.
I like OBS, man. They're making a huge dent in the market right now. People love old trucks too because they're dependable. They look good. It's a little bit of that nostalgic feel from when we were growing up. But yeah, we like to start off the show usually with what's got you bent out of shape, and that could be stubbing your toe in the morning. Maybe your coffee isn't. You order coffee, it's not how you like it.
Got to go to practice today. What has you bent out of shape today?
What had me bent out of shape at the hotel this morning was the elevator wasn't working.
Oh.
So I walked down 5 flights of stairs.
Unacceptable.
How
How
are the knees feeling when you were going down the
Absolutely.
elevator?
It felt good then. Talk to me in 3 hours after practice, but no, it was all good. There was some kid who was there. Me and another teammate signed a couple footballs and walked down the stairs with him, so it was all good.
Okay.
That's a wholesome.
Hey,
That's
from bad to
wholesome.
good.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eric, what has you been out of shape today?
We went to a restaurant last night. Minari?
Minari.
Minari.
Northeast.
Northeast?
I believe it's northeast.
Anyway, Minari.
Gas.
I'm a little
Fire.
bent out of shape because you guys didn't open when I was here.
Hell yeah.
Because the meal was incredible. The staff treated us
Sensationally.
sensationally.
Yeah.
And the food was, it was just a good experience. We were with Linval Joseph. I was with my buddy Anthony, and we had a good time, So I'm upset. I'm bent out of shape that Minari wasn't open sooner. Thanks, guys.
Unbelievable. What has me bent out of shape today? I'm going to go ahead and say airplane Wi-Fi. I took a flight here, and the Wi-Fi was just cutting in and out. I know that's a first world problem, but this is 2026. And there's no reason we don't have high-speed Wi-Fi on every plane that's flawless.
Were you trying to get something accomplished, or was it just doom scrolling?
I wanted to doom scroll on my flight here, and it was a 3-hour flight. Like, I needed something to do.
That's the best thing to do.
What's your favorite?
Yeah.
What's your favorite doom scroll?
I'm just like a Twitter guy.
Twitter?
I'll
Twitter's
refresh it
good.
24/7.
Twitter for sports is got me way more locked in.
Bro,
Like
Twitter is the best social media app out right now.
I was going to say that Twitter kind of has me bent out of shape, to be honest.
Oh.
I'm not really on it, and I haven't tweeted in forever, but this offseason. I downloaded it for like a couple weeks, couple months, and I was like, oh my God.
Hooked
It's crazy.
or too much information?
Just like too much information, nonstop, like 24/7. Like everything you refresh is like Vikings. I'm like, I gotta get this out. This is our time away. You know.
Have you ever like got on one of those like where the machine that smashes?
Oh, yeah.
I love
Or like
those.
That's when I know
or like
you're scrolling too much.
or like colors mixing, or like
Yes.
something like that. And
Or
you're
like
just
the
kinda
cars trying to jump over the big, like go
so
off the ramp.
therapeutic. I love
Bro,
that.
I
love
actually
that
doom
stuff.
scroll like car purchasing websites and stuff like that. But that's enough of that.
I believe that. Well, let's get into a little bit of football talk. We're here. We're at the Vikings camp. We're here with their newest paid player. Not newest, but you know what I'm getting at. Let's talk about the offensive line some this year. We think the offensive line, obviously, the trenches of where games are won, both offensively and defensively. What do you believe will be the key to the offensive line success this year with your group specifically outside of health? Obviously, health is going to be important, keeping the guys intact and having continuity across the board. But what do you think is the key for the starting five this season?
Well, I think that like I know you said not health, but it's just something we went through. You know, that's real for us, and so that that obviously goes without saying. But I think being able to get all of training camp and all of the season in terms of practicing together, like getting a million reps, playing next to the guard that you're going to play with the whole year, the whole group, the center being the center, and having everybody practice every day, and kind of. Because we have a new O-line coach, and we are doing things a little bit differently. So some things are different, some things are new. And so the more that we can all take reps together and kind of understand the little differences of, hey, this is how we did it last year, but this time it's going to be a little bit different, and all be out there working it together, hopefully we'll pay dividends. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, 3rd and 10's 3rd and 10.
Facts.
We gotta win them.
It's
You gotta
lonely
win
out
your
there.
match. Everybody's like, what's different this year? It's like, yeah, there's some different things, but like 3rd and 10 is 3rd and 10, and like you gotta be able to go strap it up. And so like
facts.
all the communication, all the things working together is really important. But like at the end of the day, like playing good ball and winning one-on-one matchups is kind of what it comes down to.
100%.
I always feel like when you get a new coach, or you introduce new concepts, it's always important to not like completely forget about the old, because especially when you have a group that's been in that world for so long. So I always appreciate when coaches like can correlate the two. Okay, we're wiping this completely, so you do need to do this as a new concept, but like maybe taking some things that you did previously, or maybe some verbiage that you used previously for a similar technique. I always like when they incorporate that as best as they can.
Yeah, for sure, because it gives you a better understanding of the whole picture, but then like there's like the fine line of like thinking enough but not thinking too much, and like
That's real.
there's been times where like there's weeks where like I've been like I almost like watched too much film, like at some of the point like you know what they're gonna do, these are the 3 moves, this is the plays that are gonna be hard for us, we know our offense like the back of our hand, like at some point you get that shit, you get that and you like let it go rip, like
Flow state is definitely where you want to be most of the time. I would say majority.
And there's some new additions on the Viking defense, especially with these 2 young draft picks that they got, the interior D linemen, Caleb Banks, Dominique Orange. Can you kind of touch on what you've seen from them so far in training camp, and maybe what you saw from them in OTAs, and how do you think they will provide for this defense and hopefully take the defense to even another level?
Yeah, I mean, first, like, they look the part. Like, you see them walking down the hallway, you're like, they don't make them like that everywhere.
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
important.
like that's important.
Hey, eye test will get you pretty far in this league.
No doubt.
I promise you. I
No
promise
doubt.
you.
And they're twitched up and like
Twitched up.
what?
No, that's a
I
great
like
way to
that.
put it.
Twitched
up.
Twitched
Like,
up. Yeah, that's a good
absolutely.
term.
But those 2 guys on the inside, like, not many rookies I know, have spent the whole summer after OTAs here. Like, mostly everybody goes back, but those 2 and the linebacker Jake that we got, all 3 of them stayed the whole summer.
Nice.
And
That's
like,
big.
this is like I stay here in the summer, and like a couple of the vets do, but like for the past 4 or 5 years, like there hasn't really been rookies who've like stayed for the whole summer, and just like you can tell through the first week, like there's less of an acclimation or less of a kind of shock, because the people who are writing our practices are the ones writing our workouts in the whole entire summer.
There's more confidence. You
Yeah.
comfortability. You don't have that like when it's the first day of school and you're coming back.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, oh, a little uneasy. But it's like, no, you've been here. You've been working out.
We failed, so we were
Exactly.
grinding in summer school.
Well, how about Dallas Turner? Like, what do you expect to see him? Do in Flo's defense. Obviously, he's going to be a huge piece, and he's a great player. So, tell us on the field, off the field. What do you see from him? What do you like from him?
I mean, I like a lot. There, like the thing I would say is like, you see him not thinking anymore right now. You know, like there would be flashes his first 2 years where it's like, oh yeah, like they don't make him like that everywhere. You know, like he has the physical tools, the twitch, the like everything to be a really great player in this league. And just once you get to the point where it's reaction instead of thinking,
Automatic.
and like automatic, then you start to really fine tune the details and set things up, set rushes up, kind of play that game with an offensive tackle. And he's starting to do that rather than, hey, on this play I have to keep contained and I'm rushing up the field.
Not so robotic.
Like
Dude,
not
we've
so
all been-
robotic.
we've all
You know
been
what I mean?
there.
Like,
Yeah,
we've
we've all
all
been- yeah.
not just react and go play free.
You're playing the offense.
the
You're not
athlete
running
that he
plays.
is.
It's like you're telling me to do this, and I'm trying to do this, and it's
Right.
like now you want me to make a play, and
Correct.
you know it's just like you always get
There's a
rewarded when
fine
you're just
line.
playing fast. You know what I
100%.
mean?
And you've now played against this Brian Flores defense in training camp several times. What are the challenges that defense provides? Because it's not like you're not going to see that defense typically every Sunday. There's the way that defense flies around. And is it difficult to go from playing like a Flores defense in practice and then having to prepare for your typical over or under front that you might see during the season?
Yeah, I mean, I would say from a communication standpoint, we will have seen absolutely everything, right? Like, there's not a look that we won't have seen going into a game. It's just more of a mindset shift of like, hey, these are the 3 packages we're going to get. Like, let's go master these 3 packages and be great at those rather than like, hey, we got to cover our bases for 15 different things. You know what I mean?
100%.
But like also like, and it's like he wants to win training camp too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Ultra competitive.
Ultra competitive. It's not like, hey, we're just installing this today. We're
Yeah.
going to see how it goes. We might get burnt. Like, no, he wants to win.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to win the day today. He wants to win it yesterday. So it brings a good competitive edge. And, like, he's got a little bit of competitive edge. Like, if his guys are talking shit after making a good play, like, so are we. And, like, we can kind of go back and forth with him. Like, it makes it fun to compete because, like he loves this shit.
No, I always thought that how that works because you have a coach like him who wants to win training camp, like you said, and his defense is so chaotic that oftentimes as an offense you're preparing more for his defense, but it's like you're also preparing for the season and the 17-game season. So it's like there's that fine mix where it's like, okay, training camp, you're going to get all the hardest looks through his defense, which is a blessing for you guys. But also at some point we got to start working on what we have to do to beat other teams and like more about us versus more about the defense. Which I mean, it's cat and mouse. That's how it is every training camp. So
Absolutely.
it's like, but it's just a funny dynamic when you have a defense that's this like, it's just hectic when you watch it on film, which is awesome.
It's chaotic to see, 100%. And now this is your, 5th year with KOC?
Yeah.
And you had, 5 years with Zim?
I had 4 with Zim.
4 with Zim.
That's a
okay.
pretty good balance.
So you've seen the head coach that's a defensive coordinator. You've seen the head coach that's an offensive coordinator. Can you compare and contrast your relationships with both coaches and maybe just their styles and which has allowed you to play maybe better or which have you enjoyed more?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say the first thing is with an offensive head coach, if the offense has a great day, the whole team has a great day at training camp, right? Like, if the defense wins, it wasn't good enough, But,
No, for sure.
And it was vice versa with Zim, right?
Oh,
like
100%.
We couldn't run the ball and only got, not much going.
Sure.
Great practice
It was
today.
a terrible practice
Great
today. You're like,
today.
wait, we had 3 touchdowns.
No doubt. So, like, that's just always going to be across the NFL who's there.
Right.
I'll say this. I'm really, really happy that I've played for both of them.
Okay.
And I think the way that Zim coached, as a young guy, you learned how to play a certain way. You learned how to take care of your business a certain way. It wasn't comfortable, but, like, you appreciate it so much more after it's gone, I guess, if that makes sense, from the terms of, like, hey, you play tough, you play hurt, you practice hard, you go hard. Like, it's not okay for it to not be okay. Like, there are certain things that were
You built a nice foundation.
standards.
No,
Correct.
playing
Yes.
I mean, I love the walkthroughs with him. I love there's a certain amount of things where it was like
Walkthroughs are almost more important than practice.
the consistency, like it was like the level of detail which he carried, which he held as an expectation, which I thought, was getting like, maybe tiresome at sometimes. Like, man, damn, like we obviously know this, like, but it was like
Monotonous.
how it was like monotonous, ingrained, like this is the details, this is how it has to be on defense side of the ball. I mean, obviously he wasn't involved with the offense as much, but I grew to appreciate that because when I was on other teams or other defenses, it was kind of like anytime I felt like, oh man, this is like a little bit gray over here, or
Looking
like
over this
a little
right
bit gray over
here.
here, like should we iron this up? Like I felt like I had the need
Step
to be
up and
like,
say something.
let me go say something, let me go talk to somebody, let me talk to my DB, let me talk to my safety because this isn't as dialed as I need it to
The
be,
standard
how
is
I'm
this.
used to. So I
100%.
respect that from him as well.
You always knew where you stood too.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
I remember my rookie year, there was a time we're doing stretch line. He walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, you know who Bill Parcells is?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "He's fucking pissed at you." And I was like, "Okay, like why?" And he's like, "Remember the 3rd and short last week against Seattle when you stepped with your right foot instead of your left foot
You're
when you
shitting
had
me.
your inside gap?" He called me and told me to tell you that was bullshit. And he's like,
And you're just like,
he's like, "But
man."
you're playing tough and you're playing hard," and like smacks me on the shoulder and walks away.
And you're just like, "Whoa."
Absolute whirlwind.
that was year 2?
That was year 1, I think.
That's
Yeah.
great. Oh, yeah.
That's
Rattling.
insane, bro. Well, I also think we need to pivot for a second. I want to talk Delaware basketball.
Oh,
So I read something that you were the Delaware basketball player of the year.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was.
Hey, he's not trying to flex, but you know.
Averaged 13-8, state champ.
Okay, but 13 and 8 isn't that like?
I'm trying to figure out
Hey, bro.
how you won it. Like,
All right.
was it earned? Do you believe it was earned?
Put it this way.
Please.
I was not the best player in the state, and I was not the best player on our team.
Okay.
My high school basketball teammate's Donte DiVincenzo, who plays for the Wolves.
Correct. That's my next
Timberwolves now.
question.
Yeah, and he was way better than I am. I think it was more of a career achievement award because it was my senior year and he was a junior. Oh, we won the state championship.
You know
Yeah,
what?
So I
okay,
think
okay.
there was a little bit of like, hey, we know Dante's going to get it next year. Like, let's send him out on a high note. You know, it was the
Dante,
school's first state
We
basketball
got you,
tournament. Yeah.
but like,
You
there's a
gotta
lot of
prop up our
variables
boy
though.
right here.
Like,
But-
was he tight? A little bit.
What do you
was he hot about it, or was he happy for you?
I don't know. I wasn't tight about it. I was pretty happy at the time.
You're like, check on my
Nobody
resume.
can take that away from you now.
No,
No,
it's cool
no, no.
though. I mean, you had to be hooping though.
I'm trying to figure, does that say more about your game or the state of Delaware basketball? I don't want to diminish your accomplishment by any means. That's a hell of an accomplishment. But 13-8, you know, that's a good numbers. You know,
Yeah.
those
How are
good
you scoring
numbers.
most of your points? In the
Elbow to
post?
elbow, low post, bro. Yeah.
How
It was
could
like I was like a 6'6" center who couldn't jump. Like there was no future there. Like I didn't have a jump shot. You know, it was just the biggest kid.
And we also saw that you entered college as a tight end. So did you like just not have the hands to make it, or like what?
I thought I had the hands to make it. But no, I redshirted as a tight end, and then June going into my redshirt freshman year, the starting tackle blew out his knee, and they said, "Look, you'll either be the 4-string tight end and play a couple special teams here, or you could compete with this guy, one of your teammates, for the starting right tackle job, and probably play a lot longer in the NFL, and probably
They
do a
weren't
lot
lying.
better
Who
for
told you that?
yourself."
And make
That
all
guy.
that money.
And,
Whoever told you that?
I'll send him a little
Pat
check.
Narduzzi,
You
he's still
need-
the coach
bro,
of Pitt.
No
you need to
shit.
go ahead and
Changed my life.
send them a little bit of like a little care package.
And were you open to that, like immediately, or did it take some convincing?
It was like he was like, "Hey, you don't have to let me know right now, because like, you know, take a couple days, talk about it with your family, whatever." But, like,
Respect.
the season's like 2 months away, so
We need
like
to
once
see
you decide to do it, like it's all in, you know. But
Sure.
make the decision and go. And I talked to my parents that night, and like, I mean, like everybody had kind of joked with me before, like, "Oh man, you got the frame for a tackle," and like for
Yeah.
years you're like, "No way, bro! Like I'm gonna be the next."
How much?
Gronk."
What was your weight
Touchdown.
looking like? What was your weight at
I
the
was
time
like 240.
Oh wow.
when they told you to transition?
Yeah.
So you just had to like start.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
shoveling.
People don't understand like
Creatine.
Tough, man.
like some of these linemen like Brian, like to get on the weight gain journey is way harder than losing weight. It's way hard. It's like one of the hardest things that it's like there's some miserable times in there where you're just stuffing your face like at 10 p.m. before. Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
like
Waking
I
up
mean,
at
like
2
it
a.m.
looked like I sat on an air hose. Like, I mean, like I was just like,
bloated.
just whatever you can get, whatever you can eat,
No
you're
doubt.
just
Big
eating.
and
I
Bobby.
I went back home for the last weekend before training camp, and they were like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Like you're
then
ready
you
to
lean out.
play
Yeah.
tackle.
yeah. Like
also-
people had the freshman 50, I had like the sophomore or freshman 15. I had like the sophomore 40.
Oh my gosh.
How's your body? How's your joints?
Yeah, how'd you
like,
react to that?
It was fine then because like I hadn't played a lot of ball, and I was
Okay.
19, 20 years old. Like,
Sure.
if you asked me to put on 50 pounds right now,
Yeah, no chance.
no chance.
But when people ask me like what the NFL is like, I often tell them like, the offensive tackles on the team, like the big guys, like they're not only fast, but they usually play basketball in high school. Like these dudes are extreme athletes. Like
Some of the best athletes on the field.
Basketball
sure.
or wrestling?
Yeah.
yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. So it's like they think that there's like an easy down or like an easy type of position. I'm like, no, like we're running for our lives out there.
100%. These are big dudes. And I also saw that you scored a couple touchdowns at Pitt. I see you got a nice 30-yard, 24-yard screen pass and like an end around, tackle around, rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman back the other way to a lineman, Brian O'Neill.
Did not expect it to be that wide open.
Number 70 down the sideline, and O'Neill goes to the end zone for Pitt.
Yeah.
So have you ever mentioned to KOC, like, once we get into that red zone, that goal line, like, I'm a weapon down here. Like
check
use
tape.
me.
You said this is my 5th year with KO?
Yeah.
I've probably mentioned it 4 or 5 times a
Yeah,
year.
okay,
so
okay,
I've been his
okay.
ear. I've been
Hey,
his
We need
ear
to double
bud.
those numbers.
Check
up.
tape,
Double those
check
numbers.
tape, coach. Like,
That red zone offense last year, goal line offense, sputtered sometimes last year. I think if you in the backfield or catching the ball out wide, compliment JJ out there. They got a game plan for you. I'm just saying.
I've been asking.
man.
I say, let your playmakers make plays, bro.
big 7'5" out wide,
I think we need to get a
Report.
package, a BO package.
I mean, you
in
see
there.
the guy from Detroit, Dan Skipper. Like,
Absolutely.
he became a legend in that city.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
You know,
you could score a couple more touchdowns. We could add another zero to this millions that you're getting. That's impressive stuff right there. All right, now we want to move to what we call quick hitters. So it's just going to rapid fire some questions at you. You can give us a one-word answer. You can give us a little more long-winded answer, whatever kind of suits you. And I'll let Eric start.
Besides Danielle Hunter on your day-to-day in practice, who has been your toughest NFL matchup on the edge? And we're talking about like consistency, relentless, obviously athleticism, like your overall, it could be someone unique.
I mean, D Hunt is number one. Like, for sure, bro. I got
knew it, I
scars
knew
from
it, I
practice
knew
from him for years. But no, I'd say I've had a lot of matchups with Aidan Hutchinson.
Okay.
And
I like his game.
the first time we ever played him, it was his rookie year. It was his 3rd week. You know, we got through the game. I felt like I did pretty good. I was like, oh, man, like, I kind of got him.
Yeah.
And then we played him in December later that year, and I was like, oh my God, he got good. Like,
He got
good
better.
fast.
He got better.
He's legit.
He's like
and the
that.
way he was able to come back from that injury he had 2 years ago into last year, there'd be no fall off.
Right.
People don't do that. So
He has
I
crazy
have-
motor too.
and
Motor is crazy.
Talking to the guys in Detroit, like, he is as advertised, how he practices as a guy, the whole thing. So I got a ton of respect for him.
Okay. Our next question will be, what is your favorite stadium to play in outside of U.S. Bank Stadium?
I know my least favorite stadium to play in.
What is it?
Soldier Field.
Is it the
The
ground?
ground.
Yeah.
The ground. And we always
That's
play
how-
there late.
Especially for a tackle, like
Yeah.
you gotta come on, man. I'm
kicked
trying
up.
to block these
Soldier
defensive
Field or
ends.
MetLife. Like, the field in MetLife is absolutely terrible.
That's where ACL's going to die.
I always
Those are
didn't like
two bad
Buffalo.
ones.
Buffalo was always kind of like it just felt kind of weird on the
Yeah.
ground.
I like outdoor stadiums that have grass.
Okay.
Like your class, like, not. I don't really like the new ones. Like, ours it's almost 10 years
Like
old now,
Lambeau?
but like, I like Lambeau.
Yeah.
I like Philly. I like
Have you played
Denver.
Have you played in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay.
Don't like it.
Doesn't Arizona have a grass in a dome?
Yeah, don't like it.
Don't like it. Okay.
Like the ones where you feel like this stadium is built for football games.
Yeah.
From the earth.
It's not an entertainment venue, and you're.
Bro, did you
out
see
there
the
playing.
World Cup where everybody was like the stadiums all had grass in it? That was
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
It was
huh?
awesome. It
It
was
was.
awesome.
Could all be so simple.
It could be.
What is your favorite place or places to eat in Minneapolis?
Favorite number one right now is probably Porzana.
Okay, that's what we kind of were
What's the
hinting at
order?
that yesterday.
What's the order?
Porzana. Sanjusan goes way back. That's been a hitter
Tough.
for a couple years.
Okay. Sounds crazy.
I mean, that's probably 1-2, to be honest.
I was saying, what's your Porzana order? Like, just like max out steaks? Just like,
Nah, everything. Like, if not like for me, but
Sure,
like
sure,
I want to
sure.
go family style and
Oh,
order
yeah.
10 things on the menu.
Pick and place.
Little pasta steaks.
Is that
like
where
whole
the
thing.
O-line dinners are and stuff like that? As much as you can? Do they have a private room?
They do have a private room. It's
You make
hard
Christian
because
pay
like
for it?
we're doing. I mean, now we might have to be
That's all
splitting. But no, everybody takes a turn.
Okay,
Everybody
respect.
gets a week. Yeah.
They're not going to Garrett Bradbury and pull their card from the.
The hat.
The car roulette.
After he loses.
No. I remember we did that one year. We went out and did credit card roulette every single year, and Adam lost the first one, had to pay for the first one. And then we were like planning to do it every week, and then we never went again.
That was it.
He was supposed to have his card out of there and
was
get dinner,
scarred.
but he didn't get it. He didn't get it ever again.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, next question. Other than EK, who is your all-time favorite teammate? Because we know he's number one. So after that, who's number two?
I'm gonna go other than you two. So there's no
Hey.
Bless
there's
your
no
heart.
offense in here.
Thanks, bro.
Bless you.
All-time favorite teammate. because of, I mean, Harry's got Harry. It's probably that's like side note, like obviously Harry, but I'm gonna give you more of a dark horse.
Okay, I like that.
I mean, MD Hunt, because like he helped me so much as like a player in terms of like everything. Like those two are kind of sidebars for me.
Sure.
But like a sleeper is Riley Reiff.
Nice.
Reiff.
Riley,
Wow. That's a great.
Honestly,
great
like
pull.
he might have been tough for the young guys in that room, but like
Very.
But like he created a standard in that room that was
Yeah.
like it was undeniable, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it was awesome. I mean, like one day I was taking a knee at practice, helmet in my hand, and he walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, Rook, they pay you a lot of money to be a football player. Why don't you stand up and fucking look like one?" And I was
That's
like,
a bar.
"All right."
And he was serious.
He was serious.
Yeah.
Like there was a way to do
For
things.
sure.
You
Yeah,
know
I had
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of battles with him when he was in Detroit.
Yeah.
And when he finally came to Minnesota, we always like were talking shit to each other. But it was like we saw eye to eye on so many different things.
Yeah.
And he's a great teammate. That's a great,
Yeah, no,
He's
that was
awesome.
that was a good one, dude.
That's a
That
great
was
pull.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's cool that you said Harry and D Hunt because it's like you've seen them. You've been here for a while, so it's like you've seen like the development of their career as well, along with yours.
Yeah, I'm just leaving a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope out there.
Who's the best dressing teammate that you've had on the roster besides Anthony?
I don't know. I feel like my answer would be different than like the general
No,
public.
give us your
this is
answer.
your answer. So yeah, please.
How you would want to dress, or how things that you would think would look cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's not how I would want to dress, but like I just want to wear the team sweats everywhere.
Okay.
Of course.
But like, man, I don't know. You kind of came correct for a good amount of time.
It's the
to be
Cali.
honest.
It's the Cali. You can't.
But
you
it's
know,
it's the confidence too.
it's
like
the California.
It's the confidence. Like
it's the
you
high
just
socks,
liked
you know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
The high
I don't
socks.
know. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I appreciate that,
I
man.
have one last question for you before we get you out of here. I know you got to practice here in a second. I heard there's a new award going on around with a certain demographic within the Vikings team. And you may or may not know what I'm talking about, but if you could remove your first layer of clothing so we can get maybe a better glimpse as to what I'm referring to, if you wouldn't mind.
You're a humble guy. We
You're
know
a
you don't
humble
like to
guy.
brag and
Yeah.
all.
I
you know?
mean, Aaron Jones was like, "You got to wear the shirt. You got to wear the shirt in there." And I was like, "I'm gonna put the hoodie on. It's for now. It's not for the whole entire year, but."
wear the shirt. Wear the
A
shirt.
little higher. White Boy of the Year award goes to B.O.
You might be the white boy of the century, man.
Might
We love
be.
you, bro.
Hey, man, thanks for coming on the show, hanging out with us for a little bit. Great catching up with you. Good luck the rest of the season.
And
my boy.
I want to tell. I've already told you already, but I want to tell everybody else. Man, this man deserves everything that he has. He's one of the hardest workers I know. One of the best people off the field, on the field. People in the facility, the staff, like everybody respects him. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. You should be thankful that he's a Viking. And I'm just so excited to see where your career goes from here, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you
man.
for saying that.
Thank you,
Appreciate it. No problem.
That was fun.
Nicely done.
Man, what a great conversation with Brian. It's always good to catch up with former teammates, especially a guy just of his character. Just such a you closed it so perfectly, just describing what he means. I think to the building, to the city, Minneapolis. Just a great player, obviously, but even a better person. Mm-hmm. And I think when those two things were in parallel, you get just a really special experience. And so, love Brian.
I think that was the most nervous I had been doing one of these yet, and I don't know if it's because where we're at or if it's because I just want to do him justice. I want to make him feel comfortable. I want to make him have fun. So I'm glad that went really well in my opinion, and I'm glad we got to have a good conversation with him. But how does it feel being back for you? I mean, we're on this side of the mic.
I know. I know.
Or I guess we're still on this side of the camera, but
it's different. It's different for sure. I feel really comfortable walking around here. It feels like I haven't really missed a beat. And even seeing some familiar faces walking through the building, because there's a lot of people that have remained since I've no longer been a part of the organization. It still feels like home. I still feel treated like one of the players almost, with the staff and the PR team and even the kitchen this morning, seeing guys at breakfast. It is definitely, you feel like the transition, you feel it, when you're in here. And it feels like, okay, now I'm no longer a football player, but I still can like mingle and talk with these guys on like a football level, and it feels like I'm almost teammates with these guys, even though I'm not. So it's like an interesting dynamic from that experience. But being here in Minnesota always feels like home to me because I spent so much time here.
No,
I
it
don't know
definitely
if your
feels
situation feels similar.
It feels like home for sure, but like I think that the first time I came back, just to be candid, the first time I came back for your retirement, I did feel like kind of weird. You know, still trying to play in the NFL, still trying to. You know, I got released here, so it was kind of like processing all those emotions and being like, damn, like I used to eat lunch here, used to go to work here, and being here for obviously it celebrates you, but it was just kind of like I didn't really want to be seen, kind of thing.
Hard not
like
to, like,
I just kind of wanted to be there for you, but not be like seen
in the mix
in a way.
No
but
doubt.
I can definitely say that this time, even though I'm still trying to play, it's like. It's definitely different. It definitely feels different.
Sure.
I definitely feel way more comfortable. Obviously, we have the relationships, which I'm always comfortable with. But
Right. Well, I would say they definitely do a good job of making you feel like appreciated, and like your 8 years of service here weren't for nothing. You
No,
know,
for
it's not
sure.
like you just you came and you went. It's like you go about your life. You know, it's like you're still part of this Viking family, and I think that's unique. I can't speak for every other organization and how they treat their alumni, but I definitely feel still part of the Viking family, even though, as you mentioned, that first 2 years after I was no longer on the team, it was a little salty in a way. You know, like I didn't want them necessarily to do bad or fail, but I was like, I don't want to say jaded, but a little turned off.
No, for sure.
You know, because it's like you didn't want me anymore, but now I'm coming back and you want me to be around. It's like it's a weird like give and take. You know.
No, for sure. And like you said, like at the end of the day, the organization is the organization that we know and love because of how they treated us when we were here, and you know how they treat us now. So we're very thankful that we're using their studios. Which
I know.
I think is nuts.
Super accommodating.
It's crazy. You know, we had this idea of like, man, maybe we should go out to training camp amongst my training schedule, amongst your schedule, and get this done. So I'm glad that we can meet with some players, chop it up, shoot a pod. And yeah, I mean, if you want to see some more for us, you know what I mean, of this show. Socials, Bent Outta Shape show. You know, we've been posting almost every day, and we're going to continue to have player interviews and do all sorts of cool stuff.
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, like, subscribe, share, repost, everything helps.
Show your mom, show your grandma,
Absolutely.
show your auntie, show your cousin.
Where your mama stay, and where your grandma stay. But that's it for today's episode. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Who's got something left to say? You got me bent out of shape.